Hello, everybody. This is Bak Bak episode number 5. And today we're reviewing a very recently launched movie on Netflix, Extraction, which has our very favorite, or some people's favorite, Chris Hemsworth, not mine. And we before we get into that, let's catch up with our friends here. Hey, Habib,
Hey, I'm Habib from Dubai.
Temur.
Assalamualaikum everybody, Ramadan Kareem from Toronto. What's
Cream,
happening?
cream, Ramadan,
Celebrate.
cream, cream.
क्या बात है हम लोग यहाँ हमारा तो रोजा खत्म हो चुका है बहुत अच्छा रहा अल्लाह शुक्र है आज मैंने पिज्जा खाया है जी बिल्कुल
Which pizza?
Pizza Hut stuffed crust hot
Hot stuff.
beef yeah man
Math man.
that's the real
Hot stuff. So check this out. I recently realized that we had ordered
बोली
pizza at
शक्ल देख
office.
उसका रोजा है अभी वैसे
It's fine. I'm fine, dude. I'm fine.
So I realized a lot of people in my department at work didn't even realize that hot stuff and Super Supreme came in beef. For them, they're like, oh, it's chicken Super Supreme or chicken hot stuff. And I'm like,
Oh,
what's wrong with you? Like, I don't get. I know Temur, you are
they'll
very
always
much
specify.
like.
They'll always specify chicken. See, I'm fine with that. Like, unless it's like a super, like just pure, just nothing but meat. So then I have a problem. But pizza, में like I'm fine. Like, cause वो तो they'll have like pepperoni maybe or like even the beef होता है वो कीमा होता है. They're not like yeah chunks of beef होते हैं, but it's like spicy now. So it's fine.
Yeah.
It's better actually.
तो तैमूर तुम्हारा पहला रोजा है क्या
नहीं, second year. We started on Thursday too.
अच्छा you guys started so I started
How
today.
long is it there?
यहाँ पे 17-16 घंटे है तो सुबह 4:30 सुबह 4:45 से लेके तो 8:30 तक है
8:30
Oh,
वो
right.
हमारे से almost very similar I mean हमारे starts at 4:30
Yeah,
4:29
same.
था आज सुबह में and 6:30 closed up so we have 15
6:45 is.
हाँ I think दुबई में थोड़ा ज़्यादा है it's a little longer
हाँ.
we actually tried to do like a Zoom iftar yesterday where obviously I wasn't really fasting तो मैं गाड़ी बैठा हुआ था face mask लेके I was going towards I think one of the malls to get some of my stuff for today and like मेरा अजान हो गई और मैं बैठा हूँ and I'm like nobody's connected to Zoom तो this is so sad मुझे उन्होंने निकाल दिया पार्टी से लेकिन पता लगा कि then they connected to me to Zoom after 5 minutes and they're like हाँ साथ साथ बेटा हम लोग दुआ कर रहे हैं and I'm like हमारा तो हो गया रोजा खुल गया हमारा party says Maghrib is already done that's when I realized it's like a I think 5 or 10 minutes का difference है हमारा तो तूने क्या खाया अभी
We ordered shawarma and I made mozzarella sticks, which was really good. You know, the whole breaded and everything.
nice yourself
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dude,
cool.
I'm bored. So I'm just gonna try to cook as much as I can. Yesterday I made chapli kebab. No, I think day before. And then put the chapli kebab in like a bun kebab kind of patty. So yeah.
Yeah,
क्या मतलब खुद से
Gotta
like
do
you
things fancy.
mince the meat and everything खुद से बनाया
Yeah.
he stood on
Mix the meat,
kebab
tomato,
himself.
pyaz, and anar. Like I'm very particular that it's not a chapli kebab if you don't. Put
You're one of
anar in
those
it.
जो चपली
तो
कबाब में
अनार के
नार
साथ
डालते
डाल
हैं
के हाँ yes
Yeah, of
yes.
course, man.
It's
Chapli
not a
kebab
I know it's
political
बनाना
thing.
authentic. I know it's authentic.
Yeah, it's authentic.
Whoops.
Yeah. So it was good.
chapli kebab is
Bob
not
said I
without
smashed the
anar.
More
camera.
an hour, but ठीक है पहली बार के लिए अच्छा है I don't know what I'm going to do a day after क्योंकि यहाँ पे लॉकडाउन काफी हद तक कम हो चुका है like परमिट की अब जरूरत नहीं है और उसका ये मतलब है कि I think अगले हफ्ते से काम पे भी जाना है which I'm really excited about so
It's okay. This is encrypted. Oh no, but this is going online.
हाँ पब्लिक यार मुझे जो सबसे बड़ा मसला ये होता है कि मेरा सुबह में 1.5 घंटा वापसी में 1 घंटा you're losing almost 1 hour 45 minutes which I can use to watch something place anything and that time अभी I'm so used to it now मुझे पता है कि जब मैं जाऊंगा I'm like crap यार time की वापस कमी हो गई है because you're only awake for so limited time and I want to make as much of whatever I can do within the limited time I have after work. So,
तो तैमूर तुम्हारे restrictions कम हुई हैं या तुम्हारे restrictions अभी वैसी हैं?
Yeah, so I went outside to just grab something, and I noticed मतलब गाड़ियाँ रोड पे तो हैं, not as much, और आज Saturday, so it's a weekend basically, so I don't know उसकी वजह से ज़्यादा गाड़ियाँ, maybe people are going out, not like for chilling out or something, but probably could have now, I don't know, maybe daily होगा, because it's not like people are going to like work or they're like, oh my god, Saturday आज तो weekend है, निकलो बाहर. So it looks like not a lot of people are paying attention to that. यहाँ पे फिर भी उन्होंने थोड़ा सा सख्त रखा हुआ. There is the cases have they're lower than the prediction, but they're still happening. Like हर दिन जो अपना 300 कुछ cases निकलेंगे or something like that. The death ratio I think is thankfully less. So, but I'm seeing like मतलब people yeah, the problem is that people are still kind of like a lot of people are still treating it quite casually. And मतलब आराम से जा रहे हैं, इधर उधर जा रहे हैं. It's not like everybody's coughing and shit on each other's faces, but I have a bad feeling that like once these restrictions are removed, लोग जाएंगे, doesn't matter, the second wave is gonna come. Because people are gonna be so desperate कि oh काम करना है, ये करना है, वो करना है, तो like everybody like they're gonna ignore कि what were some of the you know like किस वजह से हम लोग ये तो क्या होता है. And I see sometimes these rallies happening US वगैरह में, खड़े हैं लोग and they're like कि हमने काम करना है, जो अपना हम लोग को अंदर नहीं रहना. And obviously you guys would have heard the bleach injection thing. We're not gonna go into that. But
to just close off that topic about the bleach injection, I was on Reddit and somebody's like, you know, okay, if people ingest bleach, the national average of IQ will increase.
Probably, yes, that's true.
That's actually true.
In a morbid way of thinking, his supporters are enemies. So
I think it's like natural selection at work.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And the leader of the unnatural selection has you know is leading the charge in letting natural selection take place.
Whatever works, yeah, whatever works.
But Habib, एक और बात मुझे पूछनी थी. I mean, continuing from Taimur's topic, I've seen videos of like people going to McGettigan's and you know पूरे bars भरे में दुबई में. Is that true? Like
हाँ, it is. लोग जा रहे हैं, लेकिन कम से कम ये फायदा है कि 30% की वजह से लंबी लाइन है. लोग जा रहे हैं बाहर से टल्ली होने के लिए, फिर निकल रहे हैं, फिर आते जा रहे हैं. But apparently lines are like so long. People are like waiting 2 घंटे बाहर ठहर रहे हैं. Shift just to go inside the bar.
Just to get a pint.
मेरे दिमाग में होता है यार, just to get a pint.
But बाहर जो line जो है, बाहर जो lines लगी हुई हैं, आधे like आधे distance
space.
Okay, ठीक है. यहाँ पे शुरू में जब lines लगी थी ना, they were setting lines ताकि अंदर लोगों के अंदर gap हो और लोगों को एक करके अंदर जाने दे रहे. But बाहर ज़्यादा gap नहीं था. Like you guys are kind of like missing the point of distancing. So like if you go to like Costco over here or something, तो अपना you come back, तो उन्होंने पूरी जगह पे they've made a very big line. So for that point you have to like kind of like you know like उन्होंने बोला 2 मीटर जगह.
हमारे पास तो अभी इतनी सख्ती है. हमारे तो बिल्डिंग में भी है कि एलिवेटर में 4 लोग से ज्यादा आ नहीं सकते खुद में.
Oh man, नहीं तेरी
मेरे I thought कि मेरी बिल्डिंग की फ्लोर ज्यादा नहीं, it's just a 4-floor building या 5 floors. तो मुझे लगा कि उन्होंने एक्सप्रेस कर दिया, यानी कि एक फ्लोर पे अगर रुकती है तो that's it. It's not going to stop at any other floor to let other people in. But that's not the case. I thought that was the case. It was just like a lot of people just hogging the lift now.
But I mean,
although they should be doing this for smaller buildings.
Habib क्या जो है वो थोड़ा challenging होता है लिफ्ट में, especially during Ramadan. It used to be. I remember एक बार हम लोग he's on the 30th floor, सही है. हम एक मरतबा अजान हुई और हम लोग नमाज पढ़ने जा रहे थे. We got into the lift, नमाज खत्म हो गई, and we still hadn't reached on the floor. It stopped on every floor. It was मजा आ गया था.
No, but एक चीज मैं बोल दूंगा, it wasn't meant to, it technically wasn't supposed to stop at every floor. Why ये था कि मैंने कहा था कि चलो हम सब जाते हैं, और इन बदतमीजों ने सब एलिवेटर में आगे, मैं नहीं था एलिवेटर में, और ये लोग नीचे चले गए. मैं कहा बस अब तो मेरी शर्त है. मैं 30th फ्लोर से नीचे गया, 20th फ्लोर तक तो मैं हर फ्लोर पे बटन दबा रहा था कि रुके. And after that I'm like, okay, I don't care, I'm just going to go down.
So this is a surprise. I had no idea about this. Thank you, Beep.
हाँ देखो मेरा रोजा खुल गया था तो I could have done this, right?
असल कल्प्रेट पता लग गया,
ठीक था
पोल खुल
ठीक
रहे
है,
हैं.
रोजा मेरा खुल चुका था.
I mean, we had to eat food at his place, so uske baad I guess we ate more probably. So that's what
Probably.
happened. But one thing that actually had a lot of buildings and a lot of close quarters was our movie Extraction, which we just saw.
Oh, what a segue. Oof. Chalo.
Yeah. So I mean, I'll start with a brief synopsis of the movie. It's in a nutshell, it's about a mercenary or team of mercenaries, or a mercenary who's part of a team who's trying to pick up a drug lord's son or extract him out of Bangladesh. And it's like a feud between two drug lords, or or एक बच्चा बीच में caught है, and then they're supposed to extract him. So no, I mean, and the other thing, it's a very action-packed movie, very visceral action, close quarter combats. क्या कहते हैं, a lot of hand, क्या कहते हैं, hand combats. It also had like, because of the slum, or because of the slum structure, it was like a Slumdog Millionaire meets Raid. Like in terms of the way it felt. Like because it did, one thing that did really well for me was that it was that it gave surprises during its action. It wasn't not all action was like you would pan out from an angle, but it used a lot of the camera angles to let's say corners में जब fight होती थी, so sometimes you will not actually see के corner से कौन आ रहा है, right? And it'll be like a jump scare for you as well, not jump scare, but it'll be a surprise for you. And then it also used a lot of single shot sequences, which good for them. It wasn't very like, if you weren't paying attention, you will not realize it's a single shot, or at least a single shot technique that they've used. Especially the whole, I think I don't think we can we talk spoilers about this?
Achha, so because the film is out, so we would I think like in the episode description we can put in that people should just have a
spoiler
look.
Alert.
Spoiler alert, because it's accessible. मतलब तुमने cinema में नहीं जाना, Netflix is available घर पे है सारों के, so you can like watch it. Well, it's an hour 40-minute movie, so watch it and then ideally listen to this. So if you guys haven't watched the movie yet, so just pause the podcast. If you're watching now, just watch the movie and then come back for the reactions, because there will be like some heavy spoilers that we're gonna get.
Sorry, so
let's.
Temur, do you want to start with what do you want to spoil for us?
Spoil for you guys, spoil in the sense that I mean, I agree that the action was spectacular on this one. Plot patla tha bahut hi, let's be honest.
So, I think I'll get into that. I thought I'll leave that for the end, but yeah, okay.
Maybe Habib can like talk about that, but I'll talk more about the meat of the film, which was the Khoon Kharaba, basically. So, जो कि बहुत ज़्यादा था. And honestly, मतलब मुझे एक चीज़ अच्छी लगी थी कि plot बहुत ही मतलब ठीक है, ढीला सा plot था. कोई backdrop थी, just like the location was also a backdrop. उन्होंने एक दिखानी थी, हम लोगों ने बहुत देखी है इंडिया की फिल्में, like if you were to, अगर ये ढाका में place नहीं होती, या let's say इंडिया में technically shooting वहाँ पे, अगर उस area में ये चीज़ नहीं होती, और कहाँ पे slums होते, तुम ब्राजील जाते, या जो है अपना तुम जाते क्या कहते हैं, और कौन से कोई मिडिल ईस्टर्न सिटी जाते हैं, पर जो है अपना maybe they want to show that, या तो जो है और कहाँ पे मतलब ये slums were slums.
Indonesia, African movies,
वहाँ पे हो चुकी हैं चीजें, अफ्रीका वगैरह में ये चीजें बहुत ज़्यादा हो चुकी हैं, तो they were like अच्छा ठीक है चलो let's give it a slight twist. तो ठीक है, इंडिया वर्सेस बांग्लादेश, तो एक इंडिया का ड्रग लॉर्ड है, वो बांग्लादेशी ड्रग लॉर्ड ने उसका बेटा किडनैप कर लिया, उसने अपने राइट हैंड मैन को बेसिकली भेजा उधर. तो द प्लॉट वाज बेसिकली कि जो है अपना, सो आई लाइक द स्मॉल ट्विस्ट जो कि मूवी के काफी शुरू में आ गया था कि उन्होंने क्रिस हेम्सवर्थ इज बेसिकली अ मर्क फॉर हर, तो जो है अपना उससे आधा काम करवाना था और फिर उसकी टीम को मार डालना था. ही वुड हैव डन द मोस्ट डिफिकल्ट पार्ट व्हिच इज द एक्चुअल एक्सट्रैक्शन ऑफ द बॉय, और जहाँ पे रॉन्डेवू पॉइंट था वहाँ पे उसकी टीम को मार के तो रहना उन्होंने वापस कर देना, क्योंकि उनके पास पैसे नहीं थे. उनके पास पैसे नहीं थे, रेगुलर
रिसेशन चल रहा है,
हर जगह नेगोशिएशन और अपनी जुगाड़ को ढूंढना है.
तो that was a good thing. और ये भी from the the main villain actually who turned out to have na, obviously the Bangladeshi drug lord was the main villain, but have na jo India wala bhi jo have na drug lord jo tha, uska bhi jo right hand man theta unhone who started carrying off that, you were like, hey, how is he the bad guy? And that whole chase sequence jahan pe you couldn't figure out why is he the bad guy until like halfway through the film. What I liked was this kind of interaction between, you know, like two of the major guys doesn't happen until the end of the film. They had that at the first half of the film. Mein ye pura ka pura sequence ho gaya. That one shot sequence started jahan pe they sat in the Merc, wahan pe baith ke jab wo wapas aa rahe the, wapas bhag
sat in the Merc.
हाँ, the Merc sat in the Merc.
Oh yes.
वहाँ से लेके until the truck exploded, that was all a one-shot sequence, which is of course interspersed. You could tell that. But it was about the way the action is kind of like in your face and not too close either. अक्सर action movies में ये होता है ना कि रहता बिल्कुल हाथ घुस रहे इधर उधर वो मार रहे हैं, you're like कराटे हो रही पता नहीं कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा. यहाँ पे like it was really, you know, you could really feel it, and the reason why was the director of the film. So this dude, इसका नाम क्या है? Sam Hargrave. तो ये इसका directorial debut है, like मतलब full top to bottom से बनाई हुई है. This dude has been a stunt coordinator for a very long time in some of the most popular like films around, but mostly like Marvel side of things. Avengers, Infinity Wars, Endgame, or I think maybe Civil War में था ये. He was the second unit director था उसमें.
Oh.
They had given him the entire second unit direction. Second unit direction is basically a third of the film, if not more. He was given a big responsibility. So he had like those jobs. And then of course the script was adapted by the Russo brothers. Avengers. So you had a lot of like these, you know, like really core action sequences, and you could tell that a lot of thought and attention has been put into this, less so into the plot, which is fine. I guess the plot was just a backdrop. The center of the movie was the action happening, you know. You have one badass versus another badass, and then the other kid who kind of like rose the ranks from the slums as well. So छोटे मोटे रहते हैं उन्होंने जो, you know, like comedic timing उन्होंने थोड़ी सी डाली थी, and they were very minor because the movie is extremely serious. मतलब बहुत ही दब लोग मर रहे हैं. I didn't do a body count, but I was thinking कि वो लड़का भी रहने वाला, he was be thinking कि, और उसने I think अपने बाप के बारे में लाइन बोली थी कि, you know, like मेरा बाप भी लोगों को मारता है, तुम भी लोगों को मारते हो, और वो डिनर पे अक्सर बैठते हैं मेरे साथ, मैं सोचता हूँ आज इसने किसी और के बाप को मारा. तो you know what's the, तो वो लड़के का point of view भी, it was quite interesting. But the whole film was just, it was just कि ये एक incident है, हम लोगों ने इसकी incident की story बतानी है और खून खराब हो रहा है. That was it. And the film was the action, nothing else. Plot was secondary. I know Dhaka was secondary. मुझे पता है बहुत सारे लोगों ने IMDb पे से बहुत सड़ी हुई रेटिंग डाली और ऑनलाइन भी हर जगह पे कि इतना लो स्टार रेटिंग जहाँ भी तुम पढ़ोगे लोग कह रहे हैं ओ इन्होंने ढाका को सही रिप्रेजेंट नहीं किया, ये कोलकाता में शूट हुई और that's not our accent. अबे भाई स्पेस में मूवी और like space backdrops, you don't see people saying oh my god ये मार्स में शूटिंग नहीं हुई या जो है अपना like real world में जो है अपना like if you have like New York action sequences, a lot of that sometimes shot in Toronto या इधर उधर वो उन्होंने शूटिंग की हुई थी because जो है अपना या तो आपको सस्ते रेट्स मिल रहे होते हैं, सब्सिडी मिल रही होती है गवर्नमेंट से, या it is just that the fact that shooting a film production takes an enormous effort, and that city at that time captured the vibe, so we get that done.
So Temu, hold your thought on this, on these, on the technical issues with the movie, because I have a few more. But Habib, what did you think?
Issues नहीं थे. I'm quite happy with the movie overall.
Okay.
Oh, you're happy with it.
What it was, जो movie जो set out, what it set out to do, it did it spectacularly. बहुत मतलब बहुत जबरदस्त तरीके से उन्होंने इस चीज़ को. There was not a lot of substance, but the core of the thing was so good, like so good, that you can't fault it for that, for all the other things.
So, Habib, what did you think?
I liked it, didn't love it. This is what I feel, right? If I could have throughout the entire movie, I didn't really empathize or feel for any of the characters.
Oh, true, but absolutely.
If they had, you know, maybe taken the plot a bit, this could have the potential of like being a slightly less, but as good as John Wick.
I felt bad for the second guy. I felt bad for the second guy, for Saju. I think that was his name, right? Yeah. He played a badass role, and I did feel bad for him. Uski family थी, and you know, like he was coerced and other things. So.
मैं ये पता था कि मूवी में बहुत लाइक यू सेड प्लॉट तो बहुत ही यूजलेस था मुझे लगता है इसमें हालांकि बड़ा बड़ा लिखा हुआ है स्क्रीन प्ले बाय रूसो ब्रदर्स मुझे लग रहा है उनका नाम ऐसे है जैसे मूवी में आता है ना एग्जीक्यूटिव प्रोड्यूसर कि यार चलो नाम डाल दो मेरा जैसे स्पीलबर्ग भी तो हेल्प किया था ना ट्रांसफॉर्मर्स में जो माइकल बे की थी तो आई वाज अ बिट मिफ्ड बाय दैट मुझे इतना मजा नहीं है लेकिन the action scenes were incredible and ऐसा लग रहा था कि ये डायरेक्टर लाइक बहुत ऑब्वियस लाइक अगर बोलते भी नहीं मुझे पता होता कि यार ये डायरेक्टर स्टंटमैन है क्योंकि some of the scenes especially the stunts were incredible and the fighting scenes और वो पूरा जो 11 by the way I read up on it was like 11-minute take throughout the entire thing जब take हो रहा था ना I'm like okay ठीक है और जब when they jumped from the building नीचे I'm like अब कटेगा oh damn कटा ही नहीं I'm like
वो बड़ा
क्या रहा है
वो
like
बहुत जबरदस्त तरीके से किया था उन्होंने they zoomed into his butt right like or into his legs
yeah
and then they pulled out from it and you kind of figured out I mean like if you were paying attention you know कि यार यहाँ cut हुआ है like he zoomed here and then he's taken the camera नीचे से
100% cameras have been swapped. There have been multiple. I would really love to see the of this specific movie because there was no magic. It was just like कि इन्होंने कैमरा कैसे स्वैप किया था because cameras have been swapped a lot throughout the whole series. Because कुछ जगहों पे तो it was an obvious cut जहाँ पे बहुत ज़्यादा blur होता नहीं और like अच्छा ठीक है अगले सेट में जा रहे हैं. But कुछ जगहों पे it was just too seamless. You're like बाहर से आ रहे हैं जब वो अंदर गाड़ी के अंदर मर्सिडीज के अंदर पीछे बैक सीट पे वो कैमरा है और like oh man ये तो कैमरा स्वैप बहुत मजे की बात है. This is going to be a single shot scene. It was really exciting.
I will continue अभी sorry to
दूसरा जो मुझे थोड़ी अनोयंस लगी कि वही व्हाइट मैन हेल्पिंग और मुझे बहुत हद तक लगा कि ये एंड में जो थोड़ी चवल हरकत की है ना जब वो पानी से निकल के ऊपर होता है वो ब्लर में कोई बंदा नजर आता है मैंने कहा ये बॉलीवुड वाली हरकत हो गई
Dude,
बॉलीवुड
ये तो पहले पता लग गया था उसने रिवर का जब कोड दिया था ना सुनो उसने जब रिवर का कोड दिया था जब वो नीचे गिरा था ना पानी में immediately I recall कि उसने लड़के ने जो रिवर का कोड दिया था you don't drown by falling in the river but by staying submerged उसी वक्त मुझे पता लगा हाँ ये तो बंदा बचेगा ही बचेगा ये तो बचेगा ही बचेगा
ये मुझे बहुत लाइक रियली मुझे बहुत ट्रबल हरकत लगी कि यहाँ पे मार दो या वो छोड़ो यहाँ पे भी मार दो बंदा बच जाएगा क्योंकि हीरो है ना हीरो को तो बचना है
Dude, तूने उसकी गर्दन देखी?
They wanted to do a part 2 as well.
Have you seen the size of his neck? वो जब लोगों को शुरू में एक्सट्रैक्शन के पॉइंट पे मार रहा था उसके डोले लोगों के सर से बड़े थे. That little scrawny kid who had the gun in his hand, his arm was bigger than that old kid.
Yeah. Speaking of which,
ये सीधा Thor के workouts से भी उठ के वापस आ रहे हैं. बंदा ये जाने वाला है उसकी मूवी के लिए या हो सकता है कि उन्होंने थॉट प्रोडक्शन डिले कर लिया बिकॉज़ ऑफ कोविड तो लाइक चलो यार मतलब काम किया है तो लेट्स डू समथिंग एल्स
बट एडिंग टू दैट आई लव दैट फाइट सीन जब वो बच्चे से लड़ रहा होता है ना इट वाज अ जेन्युइन लाइक समवन हु इज सो गुड एंड जस्ट डजंट वांट टू फाइट वो जो थप्पड़ जो मार रहा था इट वाज लाइक इट वाज आई वाज लाफिंग एंड आई वाज लाइक मैन दैट इज सो ट्रू लाइक यू रियली जस्ट डोंट वांट टू यू कुड फील दैट वाज द ओनली टाइम वेयर आई वुड से हिज एक्टिंग वाज गुड लाइक मुझे वाकई में लगा कि यार he's someone who doesn't want to hit kids but fine I have to do something about it. That was the only time कि मुझे लगा हाँ यार इसमें कुछ acting है otherwise I would say the acting nothing was memorable. The plot was very thin. I really didn't care at all about the character. वो मर रहा है कोई भी मर रहा है and I'm like okay like you know okay overall I would never watch the movie again but maybe YouTube पे मैं वो जो 11 मिनट की fight scene है वो मैं देखूंगा जरूर. But that's it.
I think एक और बात I mean driving for what you just said एक और बात जो मुझे लगी interesting वो ये थी कि like I couldn't even feel bad for the child you know like I was like yeah you like तेरा बाप drug lord
kind of मैं कह रहा हूँ यार बहुत सारे लोग मर रहे हैं उस लड़के के लिए बहुत सारे लोग मर रहे हैं
तेरा बाप drug lord है तूने 2 countries की वजह बीच में जो है वो पॉटी खड़ी कर दी है so in the middle so that I'm like you know मतलब तुझे तो मर जाना चाहिए यार तू से जब उसका दोस्त उसको बोलता है 10 मिनट
वो डेविड हार्बर वाले कैरेक्टर was saying he was right
10 मिनट का है the best thing you could do is shoot him and like मूवी तो खत्म हो जाएगी यार we need to like continue the movie ऐसे थोड़ी हो सकता
but that was a cliche thing उसको he shouldn't have betrayed it वो जो दोस्त रहा के करता है ना जब वो गया था ना गाड़ी लेके मैंने कहा 100% ये पीछे छुरा घोपेगा ये मतलब इसकी जो है अपना हालांकि he is like उन्होंने यार मतलब I don't know Netflix ने लगता है इन लोगों को साइन अप किया हुआ है कि मुझे जिस फिल्म में चाहिए होगा ना तो तुम हमारी स्टार प्रोडक्शन में हो, तुम इधर भी आ रहे हो, तुम उधर भी आ रहे हो. दिस dude was like Netflix उठा के इधर सॉरी Stranger Things अभी पॉज लगा सीजन की मेकिंग में, इधर आ ये फिल्म में. But I will say कि लोगों ने मतलब बोला हुआ कि अच्छा ठीक है ढाका की फील नहीं कैप्चर की उसने क्योंकि ये ढाका नहीं है, एक्सेंट्स अलग हैं whatever. But dude, as a person sitting outside separate, if you're not Bangladeshi, you don't care. वो चीज वही लग रही है. जब उन्होंने ऊपर के स्लम्स दिखाना शुरू किए थे ना, सिर्फ जो एरियल शॉट्स थे, तुम बोल सकते बहुत आराम से ये तो कराची भी हो सकता है, or this could be Lahore on a bad day, this could be Delhi, this could be Mumbai. Who cared, dude? At the end of the day, it was supposed to be a slum in a subcontinental city. They nail that characteristic. और the fact कि बीच में लड़ाई हो रही है और लोग अपनी वो रक्षा चला के जा रहे हैं उधर जा रहे हैं, वो एक जगह पे देखते भी हैं, like this is true मतलब characterization दिखाई हुई कि these guys are so क्या कहते हैं अपना desensitized to violence जो कि हर दिन चलती रहती थी, लेके अबे हटो मैंने काम करने मेरी रोजी रोको, मेरी रोजी नहीं रोकनी चाहिए.
सही.
So they captured that feel completely.
They did, but I think that's it is somewhat tempting to compare it with John Wick, because of this whole visceral action, guns and hand combat, and like special effects, but not.
And the action was good, by the way. The action was good.
The action was good. Absolutely.
I wouldn't have expected him to move this fast, man. Thor movies में वो इतना जल्दी, he's got like slow muscular movements or because he's like a big bulky character, but इसमें you could be like, holy crap, dude, it's crazy, yo.
True. I mean, like the whole first scene जहाँ पर वो उसको जब extract करता है, that whole fight sequence was brilliant, बहुत मजेदार. But what I was trying to say is like what I was trying to say is क्या कहते हैं कि I think the temptation of doing it like giving it like comparing with John Wick is there, but I think what John Wick did a lot better than and became like a cult movie was the feel, like the stylization, and and obviously like the little bit of depth that they gave. And I think the other part of that of John Wick was also the fact that it was Keanu, right? Keanu has so much star power.
Yes and no. True. It was Keanu as well, but second, there was a universe building over there, no? Like the moment you come in, that because your hotels हैं. They didn't explain universe, like there's like the Continental, there you go. Hotel का नाम Continental है, and then there's like a currency, and they have their set rules. So you kind of they did a bit of world building. हाँ पे तो यार कुछ भी world building ज़्यादा यार ये drug lord है, ये दूसरा drug lord है, मैं इसको
नहीं और
secondly John Wick का also like there are multiple colorful characters in John Wick. वो मतलब they're not like वो एक तो cannon fodder है ठीक है, लेकिन most of his adversaries are like उनको character थोड़ी सी development दी हुई, उनके पता है कि इसके बारे में ये कौन बंदा है, ये कौन assassin है, ये उसकी फाड़ देगा, नहीं actually oops नहीं, तो यहाँ पे कुछ भी नहीं था. हाँ, the second dude was there, उसका तो बताया था उन्होंने clear सीधा
संजू का,
he is like an ex-marine या जो भी army unit जो है. तो
एक चीज मुझे पूछना है, पूरी जो लंबी फाइट सीन में है यार, अगर मैं बिल्डिंग से कूद के मुझे गाड़ी लगेगी, आई एम प्रीटी श्योर आई विल नॉट बी इन अ सिचुएशन कि मैं मूव कर सकूं, और ये लोग ठीक है उसके बाद भी मूव कर रहे हैं, ट्रैवल कर रहे हैं, दूसरे लोग को मार रहे हैं.
he could be and I'm not saying कि आर्मी की कैसी होती है, but कि इतना जो कमांडो ट्रेनिंग होती है, that's really really hardcore. You must have heard जो पाकिस्तानी जो like हमारा कौन सा यूनिट है,
SSG.
हाँ SSG SSO
मतलब नहीं SSG नहीं है, there's this other one, मुझे भी याद नहीं आ रहा उसका नाम, but they have like insane, यानी कि मतलब mentally खत्म कर देता है वो ट्रेनिंग, इतनी सख्त होती है कि मतलब physically your body will move, it doesn't matter how bad of a condition, how short up you are, you will move. तो वो in that sense is believable because उन्होंने बता दिया कि historically कि अच्छा ठीक, he's an ex-marine, he's not a thug, he's not a bodyguard. They showed कि उसकी pedigree थी, और उसका भी Chris Hemsworth का भी बताया था, it was his third tour in Afghanistan, तो like he's seen a lot of battle, उसकी body देख के पता लग रहा है यार ये अच्छा ठीक है, ये
तो पैदा ही हुआ था जब में,
he'll survive.
हाँ तो ये तैमूर जो है उसकी बॉडी में खो चुका है, तो आई थिंक हम लोग को अभी यहाँ पर क्लोज कर देनी चाहिए.
मतलब तो ठीक है, you're like you're क्या कहते हैं, who's your favorite dude, क्या नाम है उसका, I'm not saying I have a crush on him.
Jared Leto.
Yes, Jared Leto. But I'm saying he made use of his they made use of him like properly. Like he wasn't like just throwing his weight around. Because अक्सर action sequences में अक्सर ऐसा होता है कि जो है ना like the bulkier the dude is, his movement will always be slow. तुम चाहे Raid देख लो, तुम John Wick देख लो, yeah, any of the older films as well, unless he's
Fast and Furious भी देख लो. Come on, like Rock को देखो, वो एक
वो tank आ रहा होता है. Yeah, he's a tank.
हाँ,
he's a tank.
Yeah.
So he's not that bulky either. But the point is that like the way these things were shot, the gun movements, I especially like the fact that they at one point in the whole chase sequence they transition towards soldier pe. Over soldier dekh raha hai. So from his point of view, you're seeing kahan pe ho raha hai, and he just like instantly snapped. Acha theek hai. Move on and on and on.
Sahi.
So purely for action, this is a great movie to watch. Don't expect anything. मैं जब पिज़्ज़ा हट जाता हूँ तो मैं ये नहीं देखता यार इन्होंने वो बेस की फिनेस नहीं की हुई, अगर अपना वो सॉसेस कुछ ठीक नहीं है, मुझे चाहिए थोपा हुआ उस पे चीज डली हुई हो, whatever I've chosen for my topping. As long as तीसरी स्लाइस खा के मेरा फट रहा पेट, I'm happy. That's what this movie is. It's not supposed to be anything else except for those action sequences.
सही बात.
बाकी सब धागे हैं.
मैं पिज़्ज़ा हट भी नहीं बोलूंगा, मैं इसको पिज़्ज़ा हट भी नहीं, मैं इसको डोमिनोज बोलूंगा.
Alright.
नहीं dude, no. Because Domino's के पिज़्ज़ा में कुछ भी अच्छा नहीं है. पिज़्ज़ा हट के पिज़्ज़ा, even though वो इतने अच्छे नहीं है, dude, but the core of it is really good. And what I'm saying is this is an action film. So from that point of view, it is spectacularly well done. Just for the action sequences, just for that. हम लोग अब used to हो चुके हैं ना, मतलब dude अब हम used to हो चुके हैं Marvel movies में. अच्छा ठीक है, it's not just comic, character development, world building, ये वो कर आके action movies. Raid को देख लो, the second film expanded a lot. So we're used to that stuff now कि अच्छा ठीक है world building होनी चाहिए, character development होनी चाहिए. We forgot कि early 90s में, late 80s में यही होता. It's just
it's a popcorn action flick, so that's what it is.
Yeah, absolutely. तुम दिमाग बंद करके मूवी देखो.
Abhi, what were you saying?
Yeah, something. तुम तो games भी ज्यादा खेलते हो, तो this मुझे 2-3 बार मूवी में ऐसा लगा जैसे ये third person shooter की तरह मुझे लग रहा था.
I felt so much Counter-Strike vibes because जो है अपना जिसने पहले जिसको देख लिया गोली चल, मतलब trigger finger, मतलब देख.
No, and the sound, dude, the sound. The sound of the silencer, tuk tuk tuk. I mean and the कपड़े इन्होंने पहने हुए थे. It was so like reminiscence of the whole thing. I mean,
but में आना था counter terrorist win. बस ये कमी थी मूवी में.
Like, oh my god, this is so. Like I said, it's a really good film for an action, just for the action sequences. तुम और किसी के लिए नहीं देखो.
Yeah, so if
or literally अब तो time पड़ा हुआ है, 1.5 घंटा है. अच्छा ठीक है, you're in the mood for like some dumb mindless action, which is spectacular to watch. Go ahead, watch this. क्योंकि इस level का जो action है ना, even in action films बहुत कम है.
Agreed.
Oh yeah.
So I think so if I were to compare it with a pizza, that will be margarita pizza. Because मुझे और कोई भी इसके ऊपर toppings पसंद नहीं आई, except for the cheese, which was the cheese was the action. But
4 cheese.
Yeah, okay, chalo, 4 cheese and the marinara sauce. But yeah, I mean, I think at this comparison, we should probably wrap this up. Will you watch it again, Habib?
Maybe in a few years, just for the action scenes, but that's it.
See, unlike John Wick, the Raid, this is not a movie that I would want to watch again because top to bottom, मुझे पता है कि like there were selection of few sequences which is great, but no, because like कुछ चीजें जो है अपना नहीं, वो substance नहीं है उसमें.
Right.
But like I said, as a first viewing, as an only viewing, it is amazing.
Right. Same here. Yeah. Even I don't think I'll be watching this again, but it was a good viewing. So I think on this note, let's wrap this up. Thank you, everybody. Take care.
Catch you guys next week.
Yep. Absolutely. Have a good Ramadan and stay safe.
Stay safe.